Hey guys, for today's topic, I'm gonna share to you guys about what's happening or
Yeah, like basically about the pregnancy, right? How we found out, when we found out about it, and then what we have been up to lately with the pregnancy, as well as preparations that we're doing, um, and the video.
yeah, in the video, of course, how it's been done and experienced. Anyway, guys, so before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is John Vincent Labata.
I'm Celeste.
We are team Labata. Yeah.
Plus one.
Yeah, plus one.
Plus one here. Yes.
We should start first.
So,
And by the way, guys, if you have any questions, please, comment below. If you want to ask something personal or anything, just comment below.
If you have questions or anything that you want to share or to ask, just let us know in the comments. Okay, so where do I start?
I think you start first with the egg. Joke lang.
So as you notice, this season of our podcast has been more focused on family, about family basically, right? About family, and then we also had a series of episodes wherein we tackled about our IVF treatment specifically. I think we had 3 or 4 episodes wherein we talked about our IVF process. So we have been quite open with what we have been doing in order to get pregnant. So we actually, when sometime I think in June, we were already doing the podcast, right?
Yeah.
We were also doing our treatment that time, but we were just quiet about it because of course we don't know the outcome, right? Whether it's going to work out or not. We haven't been able to share really details about the pregnancy that early because of course going through IVF, anything can happen, right? So we don't want to jinx it, or we really want to wait for the right time wherein it's safe to announce the pregnancy. So we waited for the first trimester to be over. So I found out that I was pregnant back in June 22.
Yes.
Yeah, that was when but I found out through home pregnancy test.
But you found it first, right? It's
yes,
17. Yeah.
Because we did a home pregnancy test. It was maybe I'll just share about it.
The experience, the reaction.
Right? So I had my embryo transfer back in June 11th. Yeah, so that I think we already had 2 or 3 episodes in our podcast then.
I think so.
And but I wasn't really expecting a lot. I came from my surgery back in March, end of March. I had surgery for my stage 4 endometriosis. So I had to take a break, and then in June, that was when we resumed with our treatment. So we didn't have to go through the full IVF cycle because fortunately we still had 1 frozen embryo left. So all I needed to do was to go through the embryo transfer. I didn't need to go through the stimulation and the complete cycle anymore. So that was in June 11th. And then, of course, I really didn't want to expect too much because we've done so in the past,
I think
right?
this is the third?
Fourth. It was
a fourth.
Yes, this was the 4th transfer, and it's the only embryo we have left.
Yes.
So, yeah, I wasn't really expecting too much about it. I just really wanted to go through the process and see what happens.
And as what you mentioned on the video, you said let God take the wheel.
Yeah, I was in a point wherein, I recognize the fact that even though you do your best and everything, but it's still up to God. It's not up to you. The outcome is something that is beyond your control, right? So that morning of the 17th of June, so I think 6 days after our embryo transfer, I think that was around 6 in the morning. So I just went to pee in the bathroom, And I don't know, like I didn't have any plans of testing during that day, but it just crossed my mind like, okay, so I'm gonna pee anyway, so might as well just try, right? So that I don't need to keep on thinking if
it's going to be
yeah. And then I was even thinking like,
yeah.
okay, so if it's gonna be negative, then at least I can drink coffee again and do my usual stuff. So I tried to do the test, and I think I was still very sleepy that time because it was so early. So when I tested, the second line didn't come up right away. So I was just, okay, it's another one of those disappointments, right? Every time I test, because I never got a positive test result before. And then I think when I waited around maybe a minute, a second faint line came up, but I was still so sleepy, so I didn't really want to entertain that thought yet. So I just put it left it in the bathroom, and then I went back to sleep. So I think I slept, but not too long. So I went back to the bathroom and checked the test again, and I was so surprised because the second line became dark. So I was like, I was in shock, right? Like I didn't know how to feel about it. Like, oh, is this really happening? Is this really true? So so by that time I was fully awake already. So I woke you up, I think. Yeah, and then I showed you the test. Then I think you were also shocked.
Yeah, right? I was also shocked. Yeah, when I was still sleeping at that time. Then she woke me up. Then when she showed me the thing, the line, test. So I was like, oh, for sure, like, so it's like,
because it was the first time for both of us, right? So you don't really know how to process it yet. It didn't sink in yet. So after that, but of course I was so happy, right? Because I never had a positive pregnancy test result before. Like I would even force myself to see a second line there, but nothing. So that was a big improvement from
so at least
last time. Yeah, so that was a very positive sign, right? So
like we're getting there.
But then you still you can't be too sure about it yet, right? Until it's confirmed and all. So the next day, that was 7 days post our embryo transfer. So I did the test again. So I did it every day until the 11th day, I think. Yeah, I think that was the 11th day when we had our blood test scheduled. So the blood test is really to confirm the pregnancy, because it's going to measure your HCG level, so that hormone that will confirm that you're really pregnant.
Confirm.
So even though I was testing every day using the home pregnancy test, and the line is getting darker and darker every day, so that was a good indication that my HCG level was increasing, that I am indeed pregnant. But of course you can't be too sure yet until the clinic confirmed, right? So I had my blood test done, and on the same day, that was when the clinic called. So that was also what you saw in the video, wherein they called and confirmed that I was indeed pregnant. So that was when I think it became real for us, right? Like, okay, this is really true
already. Like this is not a joke.
And then on the same day, we called our family, because we didn't tell them the news yet when we found out through the home pregnancy test, because we don't want to get them too excited and then in the end it's not real or something. So we waited until the blood test, and then of course they were overjoyed to find out that the test was positive, like that. So we had I think it became even even more real when we had the scan, right?
Oh,
On the
yeah.
7th week. So that was week 7 scan when we heard the baby's heartbeat, because of course in the first trimester, that is when the chances of miscarriage is high, right? So that's why most people opt to announce their pregnancy after the first trimester is over. So
what trimester are we now?
Second trimester. Okay. So I am now 16 weeks. Yes, I'm gonna be 17 weeks this Saturday. Yeah, so almost 5 months now when we found out about it. And then of course the scan on week 7 became we heard the baby's heartbeat, and then we also had an appointment with an obstetrician and another scan as well to check the baby, the baby's organs and everything back in week 13. And then also I had an NIPT. That test is to check for the likelihood of chromosomal abnormalities like Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, and then Patau syndrome. And also they are going to check any abnormalities in the sex chromosomes. So with the NIPT, you have the option to find out the gender of the baby. So because that's very accurate compared to the scan. The scan is just gonna check and see, right, if it's a boy or a girl. But with the NIPT, which is as early as 13 weeks, they can already tell based on the chromosomes if it has X and X or X and Y, if it's a boy and a girl. So they can, it's very accurate in terms of gender, knowing the gender of the baby. So I also found out the gender of the baby. I opted not to tell you and everyone else about the gender.
There's gonna be like a gender reveal soon.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to.
So it's only me
who knows for that one.
The gender as of this point. Yeah, so everything is fine as well. So thankfully, all the tests, all the scans are well. So everything is going well. In terms of the health of our babies, are very, very thankful. But in terms of my experience, of course, this is the first time for us, right? Like a lot of things we have to learn by Googling or asking around. So if you guys have any tips or
maybe try to read if there's some questions there.
So that you can share, or your experience or tips or anything that might be helpful to us as, you know, first time parents to be, right? And first time going through pregnancy. So we really appreciate if you share them to us. So with my pregnancy on the first trimester, that was difficult, very difficult, because I not really on the first few, on the earlier weeks. I think it started around, what week was that, like 9 weeks. Yeah, when I started to feel nausea. And then so towards the end of my first trimester, that was when I experienced like nausea, and then I always
like
throw
morning
up.
sickness.
Morning sickness. I always throw up at night. So it was a bit difficult for me, but luckily when we passed our first trimester, I'm feeling a lot better now. So goodbye to the nausea. So grateful.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some comments here. Yeah.
You just read the comments. Where can you be my assistant? Really, I'm just catching my breath.
Okay.
I also noticed that ever since I got pregnant, my heart rate
increased.
Yes, increased. So I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so some questions here, or maybe comments. Yeah, audio is okay. Yeah, this one is earlier. So Alexia, are you doing a gender reveal party post lockdown?
Lockdown, yes, definitely, Alexia. So I think hopefully next month, right? October, when the restrictions will be eased and lifted. So hopefully we can do a gender reveal by then, because I think John is really so
eager
to find out,
to find out the gender. Yeah, I think it's a boy. I don't know.
He's guessing.
Or maybe a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you can also let us know your guess, right? So we'll have a gender. Maybe we'll do it live as well. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we haven't really planned about it yet, but definitely I think we can do it online because of course our families and our friends, most of them are not here, so we want them to also join that moment,
join the experience,
right? So, maybe we'll do it virtually.
Virtual,
and then for our friends who are here and the restrictions will be okay by that time, so we can do it physically, like together, have a party.
There's some comments here. Desiree, congrats, Te and John. Hey, thanks, Desiree.
Thanks, Te. Thank you.
So congrats, Maricel. Thanks, Maricel.
Thanks, Maricel. So a lot of people have reached out to us expressing their congratulations. So we really thank you guys. And also I know that a lot of people have been praying for us, especially that we've been quite vocal with what we're going through, right? With IVF, and so we know that there were a lot of people who prayed for us and with us, right? So
thank you. We're very thankful for that one. For the prayers,
right?
And congratulations.
So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And
so what's the plan?
The preparations that we're doing, like that. So this
preparations.
It was although like the news, it's a very happy news, but as you know, this being a first time for us, it can be quite overwhelming, right? Like, where do I start? What do I do? Even with the food that I eat, like what can I eat? What can't I eat? So I've been very conscious about it. Like, I always Google before I eat something. So I Google. There's also a list that my doctor gave me on the list of foods that you should avoid or foods that you shouldn't eat, like that. So I've been pretty conscious as far as looking after my health, myself, because of course I really want to take care of my baby. And with the vitamins as well, I've been religiously taking them. Well, ever since we've had the IVF treatment, right? I've been taking, and that's also one thing that I want to encourage women who are planning to get pregnant. Even though you're just planning, you're not pregnant yet, it's very important that you take prenatal vitamins early as planning, right?
Maybe prior, like 3 months earlier,
or even early,
or maybe more than 3 months.
Because if you do it during planning, if you start it early, then at least when you become pregnant, the baby already has the nutrients that it needs, the vitamins that it needs to develop, right? Especially with the early development, when the baby's brain is forming, like that. So at least you already have the nutrients to get to your baby, the vitamins that you need, and also like for yourself as well, right? So that's a tip that I want to share to them.
Any tips? How about you guys? Do you have any tips from us? Did you want to share to us? Like, we are going to prepare. Like, this is like our first time parents. First time parents. So
in terms of the preparations, we haven't really done so much yet. It's really more on looking after myself, my health, and of course with the help of our doctor. And in terms of the baby, like clothes and also the stuff that the baby needs, we haven't really done that.
I think you already prepared the clothes a little bit.
No, those are just very few clothes to start with. I just really wanted to
because you said like you need to buy this one during the pregnancy.
Not yet. I mean, for the hospital bag, right? That's one thing that I really want to prepare
as
way
soon
ahead.
As possible.
Maybe once the lockdown is over, we can go shopping, and because it's difficult for me to just shop online, especially I don't really know the sizes. That's why I tried ordering online some baby clothes, so that I can see in actual what does newborn size look like, how does that compare to a 0 to 3 months. So it's really very overwhelming for me, because even those little things, right, I don't really know, or I have no knowledge about. So that's something I think that we will be navigating as we go through this process. So I want to enjoy the process as well of shopping for baby clothes, for baby stuff, as much as possible. Do it in actual, not online.
Okay. Yeah.
With online you just see photos, but you don't really get to see the actual
the quality. Yeah.
I was sharing to you, right, like the prams or the stroller, they call it pram here. So I was sharing to you about that. I was really researching on what's the best brand to buy, also like safety in terms of the car seat, so what are the advices from other parents, from other moms. So it's also important if you're expecting to, especially if you're a first-time parent, it helps to also join Facebook groups. A friend of mine told me that it's best to join the group of the batch that you're expecting, your delivery date batch. Like for example, February. In my case, I'm due in February. So there's a group specifically for those that are due in February. So at least you're in the same timeline, right? So yeah, we share a lot of share and learn a lot of information from each other, from the group. So that has been quite helpful for me as well. So other moms there have gone through pregnancy, their second, third pregnancy, so they have experience already. So they also have a lot of good recommendations. So
that's nice.
That was. How about for you as a dad? So first time.
I didn't prepare anything.
I wanted to take a break from talking.
No,
that's why I asked you.
No, from my previous videos that I uploaded on YouTube, I had 3 preparations for the baby, to being a dad.
Exercise.
Like one is, first is like, I think it's not my preparation, I think it's our preparation, like the finance, because we are already 3. Before, right now we're 2, but when we're already 3, so there's another expense. Then second, like mindset.
Exercise.
No, that's the mindset. Yeah, like just put yourself as a dad already. Like so at least everything what's on your mind is about your kid, something like that. Because right now I'm still not single. Like no kids. So mostly I'm like, example, if I go YouTube, I only watch like about computers, about cameras. But right now I'm starting to search about being a dad, or what to prepare, or like maybe gears about kids, like kids, so something like that. Yeah, put yourself like your mindset that you're already a dad. And the third one is about the exercise. So before I used to exercise like 30 minutes per day. Right now I increased to 50 to an hour. So there's a big difference. Like example, as mentioned on my video, like example, if the baby is born already, I think the stress level is too high already. So for me, as you know, exercise is really stressful. So if you increase your stress level in exercise, I think the stress level when the baby will be easy, something like that. Like, because like right now I've been exercising for an hour. Then there's one time like, so let's just woke me up around like maybe 3 a.m. something like that.
Yeah. Sometimes when I feel something or I need something,
then before, when she woke up like me, like if I just slept like 2 hours, I feel like really sleepy, really tired. But right now, I think every time she wakes me up like for 2 hours or 3 hours, like I am already charged. Like something like that. So
physically, you're also better because you exercise regularly.
Yeah, something like that.
And I've also seen the change in you, right? Because as you mentioned before, like our mindset is really more on self, or more on focusing on ourselves, right? With now with the baby on the way, so that's already part of our day-to-day activities, for preparations, for mindset. So even with John, I noticed that he's become more caring. Like before, you don't even cook. You don't even cook even just an egg. You don't cook because she said, I don't know how to cook. But now you take time to learn and to cook.
Just for now.
Of course, like no, no, you already set the expectation. So I've seen that improvement in him as well. So I think he's been quite,
just trying to change my habit. It's more about
course,
habit.
Like when the baby will be born, right? My time would be spent a lot on taking care of the baby, so it would really help if, of course, if John will prepare the food or at least breakfast for me and for us. So that will of course have a big impact already, right, on me and on us as a family, right? So good job, John. Keep it up. Sunod adobo na po. Upgrade from egg to adobo.
Do you have any comments? Or
congrats. And then Des, excited nako sa birthday nako. Yes, because I'm due in February and Des' birthday is February. And she's saying like February 28th.
Combined.
So she's saying that, I think the baby is going to be born in February 28th, on the same day as her. And my sister's birthday is on the 24th of February, so we were also
just like
speculating like, maybe the baby will be born the same birthday as my sister. So it's quite exciting. Let's see. And then George said, hi George.
Hey, hi George.
You, John and Celeste, so happy for you guys. Thanks. How does it feel to be a first-time parent, and do you already have a name for the baby? Tips: don't buy too many baby clothes, they grow too fast. That's true. That's what I also read in the mom groups, also in YouTube. That's why I really try to contain myself from shopping a lot of food. It's so cute, right? Like, especially when you see it online, just want to buy.
Maybe you will just buy one.
But I've been very careful because I didn't want to spoil the surprise for John, for everyone else. So I already know the gender. So if I buy something so obvious, then he will say like, oh, it's a boy. Or like, if I buy a blue, then he'll say, oh, it's a boy. If I buy a pink, he'll say, oh, it's a girl.
I think the shopping with her will start when the gender is revealed.
Definitely. We have to wait for that. So at least I can be open with my choices, colors and whatever. But I try to I told you, right, gender neutral colors. So at least, right, you can pass it on to someone else, and even though it's a boy or a girl, or if we're lucky enough to have a second baby, then at least we can still use it. So like, good tip, George, just not buy a lot. So just buy what you need. So,
or do you have any number, George? At least you can.
How many newborn sizes do I need to buy, George?
So at least, I can tell her like, so at least
I have remember over the weekend I was listening, you said like, what are you writing? I said, I'm writing the sizes of the clothes for the baby and then what season that falls under, because I don't want to buy summer clothes during winter, right? Because the baby won't be able to use that, right? By the time it's gonna be summer, then it's gonna be too small for the baby. So I want to plan everything based on the season, because I want to be practical. I don't want to spend on something that the baby will no longer use, right? So,
or maybe anyway guys, if you have any comments or tips, maybe try to be more specific, like example for the clothes, like number of clothes.
That has really boggled my mind, like how many really, because YouTube tells you different numbers. Like other moms say, oh, like stock up like for 1 week or whatever, and then others will be like, oh, 10 or 30. And then how does it feel to be a first-time parent? It feels
complete.
I'm just overjoyed with the feeling. I wanted to really enjoy this moment, right? Because I think it feels like
complete.
everything you can everything will be all right, like even though you're going through a bad day or something, but it's a reminder that hey, there's something to look forward to. There are many more important things to think about than just your small problem or small worry at work or whatever. So it makes life meaningful, I would say.
Yes.
Like there's a purpose.
There's a purpose, like
now
why
we wake
you,
up every day.
Because
there's more drive and more reason to do your best every day. Yeah. John, do you exercise or just do you do pregnancy yoga?
No.
No, exercise. We do different exercises. I try to exercise as much as possible, but very light exercises, just because I don't want to overdo it. Because even before pregnancy, I haven't been, big on exercising. But I try to just do like 15-minute exercises. Although I am unable to do it every day, sometimes my schedule, but I try to do it maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. And with yoga, I haven't done it.
Do you think anyway guys, do you think the yoga is or George, do you think the yoga is really helpful?
Because I attempted to. I remember I attempted during the first trimester, but I didn't really enjoy it because I was used to the yoga that is in the hot yoga setting before. That was when I used to do yoga. So maybe try not to think about yourself. Try to think about the baby's health if you're going to do the exercise. But so I really try to exercise as well. But it's just something that I can manage, that is easy for me. So
Another comment?
For newborn, just buy 1 week's clothes, like 2 to 3 clothes per day. Depends how often you can wash them. For my case, newborn, I only bought 1 dozen top and bottom. Also, a lot of people will give you gifts for newborn, so buy more. On 3 to 6.
So maybe we'll just wait for the gifts.
Then George said, yes, yoga is good if your doctor allows you.
So maybe just ask the doctor.
I need to ask the doctor. But so far, thanks so much for your tips, George. So this is very helpful. I'll keep this in mind. And of course, gifts are very welcome.
Welcome.
So that will ease the burden of buying everything for the baby, right? So and I also started to set up the registry, so at least that helps me organize things as well and what we need to buy. And if we're lucky, if our family or our friends will help us buy some of them, so that would be
wala pugsanay.
Pwede sad. So the video.
So we're going for the video now. Regarding for the video, what do we discuss?
So the
about
video that we shared over the weekend, which is our pregnancy announcement video. So thank you for all your comments, those who appreciated the video.
We really
so much to us, especially for John, because he exerted a lot of effort in putting that together. And so he said it's a successful collaboration between
I feel like it's a really successful collaboration because we really work together, like with this video, compared to some videos that we had that I just do it, then Silas, like during the editing, I just do my own thing, then Silas was just like nothing, like maybe for this one we did it like 50-50 effort, something like that, compared
because we had a common goal, right?
And I think right now Celeste is already listening to me. She agrees to me.
Because of course all for the baby, right? So I have to exert effort, even though I'm already so tired. How many takes he wants me to do, but then like push so we can make it happen.
That's why when she gave me the script, I put some like screenshots, like what shots, so at least in her mind she already understands what I am thinking, rather than just saying to her during the actual shoot. Yeah, so better if you want to express something, or yeah, say something to the actor or actress, maybe give them some visuals. So at least much more easier for them to understand what's on your mind, something like that.
Yeah, and it was also a bit challenging to shoot because I think we shot for what, like
4
2 weeks?
days. No, 4 days. Total of 4 days.
Yeah, but I mean like in a course of 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Because the weather wasn't really cooperating, and sometimes it would rain over the weekend, so we only have the time during the weekends to do it, because of course we're busy with work on weekdays. But sometimes the weather on the weekend is not good. It's raining, or sometimes it's gloomy or cloudy. So we just try to maximize what we can, right? Like just shooting indoors for some of the clips, and then we're lucky to be able to shoot the latter part
outdoor.
Outdoor.
Supposed to be there will be like
spring
2 outdoors, but yeah, we didn't have time, so we just did 1 outdoor.
Yeah, so luckily when the season changed, spring is a lot like sunny weather, and so we were able to go outside and shoot
another
some
video.
of the clips. Yeah, so
that maybe was another director's cut video.
So it was you know, like a joint effort for us, because I think we were really motivated to do something, or to produce something that our baby can watch in the future and say like, oh, my mom and my dad really had such a huge effort in putting this together.
Actually, we have behind the scenes, but
I was already grumpy and sometimes
but I think we will show it. We'll show it to the world
to...
after 10 years. So at least there's value with that behind the scenes, because right now if we're going to show to the world the behind the scenes, it doesn't look nice. So maybe after 10 years or 20 years,
then we can laugh about it and say like,
okay, so like, because right now you don't appreciate it. You just look at Eve. So I think that's the experience more.
Yeah, that's the experience. And then your pregnancy announcement video was really well edited. Looking forward to see your wedding video edit. From Alexia.
Yeah, I already started editing the wedding videos. I already got the flow, because before, it's so hard to edit
your own video, your own wedding. Because you're so used to editing other people's weddings, right? So it's different when it comes to it's your own wedding.
Yeah, because this video was the shots are very limited, so there's no storytelling, because we don't have like enough shots, something like that. So for me, editing the video without those shots it's just nothing. So right now, since we already have this the pregnancy video and the story right now, like I got the story already. So
I think it's because you're more inspired now.
I think it's more because I'm more inspired. I got the story already. I know how to make the story, rather than before it's like, what's the story of this video? What's the story of this wedding? So if I'm going to edit this one, it's just like the usual wedding, like, okay, that's what happened during your wedding. So right now I can edit it like differently, not just showing that this is our wedding. Maybe put some story on it, like put some story. So that's why I'm just waiting for the right time to show that video, because editing it like before is like nothing. So I don't want to waste my time editing it and it's just nothing.
Because sometimes with that, right, you need to have the right, how do you say, like inspiration?
I think the right time. Right time. Yeah.
There has to be like the right mood for you to come out. To produce the best video, the best result.
Right now.
it's your wedding. Like in terms of other people's wedding, I feel like that's you want to bring you want um, to create that story for them, right? But this time around, it's your story to tell. So how do you deliver that in a manner that people will also be that you want people to connect with you, right? So maybe that becomes more challenging when it comes to your editing your own wedding, because you have to have the right mood, the right mindset and inspiration to pull it together, right? Like
I think right now it is because we have the pregnancy video. So for me, the wedding video is something like a part 2. So so the story of the video is something like a continuation from the pregnancy video. So that's is where I get the story of our wedding video.
Right.
But yeah, I still haven't finished it yet. Maybe soon. Yeah.
We have many more videos to do, right, with the gender reveal and
like,
also baby shower, and also of course when the baby will be born. So we want to document that one. And I think here in Australia we're allowed to film in the delivery room. So hopefully we'll be able to do that and share with you guys the experience as well. So yeah, that's really one thing that I'm looking forward to, because I think with videos now, it becomes easier for us to relay our story, and also for our children, right? For them to have something to look back to, like, oh, like this was how I was.
Even our proposal video.
So
it was just
that was a long time ago. But then when John edited the video and only did that now, when it was already like what, 3 years ago. So
it's nostalgic.
There's a certain feeling to it that you don't get to feel when it was newer, or when it was during that time.
So yeah, everything
like
there's a right time.
Throwback.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for
among last podcast.
Yes,
for our last podcast.
Really, we just wanted also to express how thankful and how grateful we are for all your messages, your well wishes, for all your congratulations. So we may not be able to reply to each one of them, but please know that we are really very, very thankful, and we hope that you will continue to join us in this pregnancy journey until the baby is born. We'll be able to share the baby with you, show the baby to the entire world. Like, yes, we're just so proud to have reached this point, right? Because we have really waited for this for a long time. And also I wanted to let other people know, those who are also waiting for a baby, that please do not lose hope, please do not give up. Just keep the faith, because in God's time He will give it to you. In God's time it will happen for you. So just really hang in there, and then just continue to trust God in the process. So I also wanted to empower women and couples out there who are considering or struggling to get pregnant. So I want to empower them that there are options, that you can take or that you can consider. It's not just like waiting for it to happen naturally, right? So I want to empower women and couples that you have options. Like, be more aware of your health as well. Like, what's the reason why you're not getting pregnant naturally? So you might need to have yourself checked, your health. That's very important, right? So it's also a way for you to be aware of what's happening in your health, in your body. So that's a good time for you to explore that part, right? Don't just ignore it. Don't be scared to know what's the reason or what conditions you may have, because if you just avoid it, then you might not be able to to resolve the problem, right? And I'm not really pushing that, oh, you should go for IVF or something because it worked for us. Not really like that. But what I mean is I want to let people be aware that there are options, of course, that you can consider. So if you really want to have a baby, then you should really try to
consider looking for options.
Yeah, like you do your part as well. That's what I'm saying. Like you just cannot wait for the apple to fall from the tree, right? You also do your part. You also do your best. So it's very important in everything, like in any goal that we have in life. Effort is very important as well. It's not just waiting for faith to take its course, right? But of course, very important to always have faith in God. That's something that I really wanted to stress. Is very, very important, especially during the times where you really wanted to give up already. Like you're so tired and you don't really know where it's getting, where you're heading. Like in terms of when you're gonna get there, it's becoming so confusing for you, so stressful, so draining. But all you can do really is to hold on to your faith in God, because that will really hold you together in this.
Correct.
Yeah, in this whole journey.
Yes.
How about you? What can you say?
I think that's all. That's I don't have to say anything. You already said everything.
As always.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, guys. As for me, just want to thank everyone and keep praying.
Yes, please also pray for us that we'll have a healthy and safe pregnancy, and by the time when it's right to deliver the baby, then hopefully that will be a successful process for us as well. So yeah, really hoping for the best.
Okay,
thank
you. So yeah, it's a wrap. Thanks guys for spending your time with us. Yeah, and to our baby.
Yeah, my tummy is
plus
getting
one.
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it surprises us every day, right? Like how much my baby bump grows every day. So
we have photos every week.
Every week. So it's amazing in terms of the transformation of my belly.
Yeah, from week.
Yeah, from bill to baby bump.
Okay, guys. So thank you.
Thanks again, and hopefully we'll be able to.
Yeah, this is
in our gender reveal.
Yeah, gender reveal.
Party.
Yeah, because this is our last season for this.
Right.
Last podcast of this season.
This season, not really like our last podcast, but at least for this season. But definitely we'll have a lot
of podcasts
more videos for
more
you.
Videos.
Yes, especially with the baby.
And if you have any suggestion, any videos that we want to produce, please comment below or let us know. Okay, and also, by the way, guys, please like our Facebook page and also
our YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Subscribe. Yeah.
So in our YouTube, you have more content now. Like every day, you do videos, right?
Every day
you share videos. So
yeah,
do check that out and please subscribe and
see you.
See you again soon. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a lovely evening. Take care.